Hello and welcome to our new episode at MF Inside. I'm your host Rahul Sethi, and today we have Bhautik Ambani from AlphaGrep.
Thank you,
Welcome,
Rahul.
Bhautik. Today we're going to discuss a topic around fresh lens on the mutual fund investments in India. Welcome, Bhautik.
Thank you, Rahul.
So Bhautik brings in 18 years of experience across public markets and alternate space. Prior to joining AlphaGrep, you were a founding team member at Avendus Capital.
Yes.
In the public market alternate strategy, and you played a key role in getting India's largest onshore hedge fund platform to India. Okay, so let's just dive into the questions.
Sure.
So
Thank
maybe
you
we
for
can-
having me here.
Our pleasure, Bhautik. So we can start with some background about AlphaGrep, if you want to start with that.
Yeah, I can do that. So as a firm, AlphaGrep is a 16-year-old firm. We run two businesses today as we speak. One where we continue to manage our own capital. What from business point of view is called proprietary investments.
Yeah.
The firm was started by two of my colleagues who are the two co-founders, Mohit Mutreja and Prashant Mittal. Both of them come from a very similar academic and experience background. So both are Wharton pass outs. After passing out, got like close to 5 years plus experience working with some of the largest global hedge funds in the quantitative space. So these are firms called Citadel, D. Shaw, AQR.
Sure.
Decided to come back to India, start something on their own, and that's when they started AlphaGrep back in 2010. So it's been 16 years. Let's kind of fast forward to where we are today. So as a firm today, amongst the proprietary investment firms, amongst the domestic ones, we'll be probably amongst the top few. We today have more than 500 employees at a group level. I think our assets are broadly twofold. One is the people that we have.
Yeah.
So out of the 500 plus employees that we have close to 250 plus quantitative researchers.
Yeah.
So in very simple terms, or in our mutual fund language, what is called investment team.
Yeah.
So there is a 250 member plus investment team within the group.
Yeah.
Technology plays a big role in what we do.
Yeah.
And because of which there's a separate central team of another 120, 130 people who kind of manage the entire technology infra for the company. So the builder, the softwares, manage the connectivity in terms of hardware, everything. I can also proudly say that this is a firm which started in India, but is now a multinational. So we today have offices across 8 countries around the world. We connect to almost 30 exchanges worldwide. Like you have BSE and CMC,
Yeah.
3 such exchanges in India. We connect to 27 other exchanges around the world. Have an experience in investing across asset classes, so equities, commodities, currencies, rates. So pretty much all these asset classes, the 4 traditional asset classes is what we trade globally. Around 4 years back, what the founders realized was that a lot of what we built is highly institutional grade, both in terms of people, in terms of infra, technology, everything. And that's when they decided saying that we want to diversify and extend this to outside investors.
Yeah. Okay.
And hence, the journey of asset management started. Today, within the group, we have 3 asset management businesses. So we have a business in UK, there's a JV in China, and then the third one is India. Across the 3, cumulatively today, we have an external AUM of around 10,000 crores.
Okay.
The India business, again, is around 4 years old. Out of the 10,000 crores, close to a third is what we manage in India. These are primarily products across AIFs, PMS, GIFT City AIF.
Yeah. Okay.
And just very recently, couple of months back, we also got our mutual fund license. So we're really excited to enter the retail space now.
Got it.
Yeah.
So, coming to my next question. So, you're coming from an AIF space, right?
Yes.
So, what is it about mutual fund landscape, which looks like a compelling opportunity to you?
Yeah. So, having now done AIFs not only at AlphaGrep, but even in my previous avatar, as you mentioned, Avendus. So it's been more than a decade since, I've kind of dabbled my hands in the AIF space. I think the biggest difference is when you're running strategies in the AIF space, you are kind of targeting a very small subset of clients.
Yeah.
Which in case of mutual funds, the scale at which you can do this and the operational convenience that you can get to access the number of clients is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I think what is really exciting for us is bringing this entire institutional grade infra capabilities, what we could do for, let's say, a certain number of individuals in case of AIFs.
Yeah.
But now to offer that to a large number of people
Yeah.
across the country
Yeah.
in the mutual fund space, I think is extremely exciting. I think, having run products on an AIF, PMS space in the past and now coming to mutual funds, one thing that I, strongly believe is that the tax advantage that a mutual fund enjoys and the operational convenience that a mutual fund platform enjoys is unparalleled.
Yeah.
Exactly. And no other platform can offer that in India at this point in time.
Yeah, sure. So what is, in your view, few defining shifts, or high growth opportunities in the mutual fund space today?
So obviously one of the shifts that we've seen very recently is the SIF space, which is a new set of regulations that SEBI's come in with. There are new category of products which are going to be allowed. We'll come to SIF, but I think outside of that, the way I see things is, in some sense, one of the things, like, for me, I've spent almost the first 10 years of my careers in mutual funds, and then the last decade was more on the PMS AIF side. And then in some sense, it's like a ghar wapsi for me, because I'm coming back to mutual funds after almost a decade. And what I see is slowly, steadily, obviously, I can see a different level of maturity in clients, the way products are being distributed. One of the differences that I believe will happen going forward as well is, clients not just coming to distribution partners asking for, which are the good funds I can invest in, but more and more, I believe that a lot of these conversations will be more around, what am I investing for? Like, what kind of goals am I investing for? What is the kind of risk profile that I should be thinking of and investing? So what should be my asset allocation?
So profiling the investor.
Yes, profiling the investor, looking at more from a goal perspective. So in some sense, you're talking about broadly as a solution, rather than just talking about a particular product here, right?
Understood.
So I think that's something that I believe is what I see already happening in a certain way, and I believe this will only progress further.
Sure. Yeah. And how do you think AI will change, the scheme of things today, whether it is in distribution or product selection or investment behavior?
Sure. So, see, the fact is, at least we believe as a firm, and I also personally believe that the way internet changed things for us back, in 2000. And now internet is like, we take it as if it's part of our life, right? In everything that we do. I think what is happening with AI is just amazing, and what AI is able to do is improve productivity in so many ways that we can't imagine. Us as a firm, considering technology plays a big role with what we do, right? Considering all our strategies are automated, we convert our strategies to algos, which means we use a lot of technology, right, and data. Now we are seeing use of AI in multiple departments, like right from research to other departments within our mutual fund business. We are seeing AI create a big difference. What is also very important to understand is that one cannot just follow AI blindly, right? Because if you do that, then there are chances that you may not know what AI is telling you, and you're just following it blindly, and there are chances you can make mistakes out there. Which means that when we are using AI, we're not saying that AI is creating a strategy for us or AI is investing for us. What AI is doing for us in a lot of areas, improving productivity. So let's say, for example, a researcher of ours was probably taking a few hours to code a particular strategy, right? Is now being done in a matter of minutes.
So it's more like an efficiency tool.
Exactly. Exactly. So that is something that AI is able to do. And that is exactly how we are using it across different verticals. So whether it's our own marketing team, whether it's our legal department, right? So across functions, we are using AI as a more productivity enhancing tool or efficiency enhancing tool, as you mentioned. On AI, what we're also doing as a firm is considering, like I said, we use a lot of AI. So we thought, why don't we kind of offer this benefit of technology even for our MFD partners before even
Yeah.
So what we are doing is we've already kind of not built so far, but we've actually trained a tool which at the back end is trained with, let's say, SEBI regulations, the code of conduct and all of that. And at the same time, we've created like a cheat sheet of sorts, which can help MFDs in their day-to-day compliance and a lot of other functions that they do on their day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Because what we realized was that when we are meeting a lot of these MFDs, when we are going out there meeting them, is people understand and believe that AI is beneficial. AI can help them in doing a lot of things, but the challenge that they find is how to use AI.
Yeah.
Right? What we call in simple terms prompting.
Yeah.
Right? And that is where a lot of them face.
So defining pre-prompts for
exactly,
them.
Exactly. So we are predefining functions, we are predefining prompts, and like I said, at the back end, we've also trained it.
Sure.
Because until unless the tool is trained in your specific domain knowledge, you won't get the relevant answers out there. So we've done that combination. We're also working on the second phase where our technology team is kind of now looking at building an AI tool, which is, let's say, more like an app, which will have many more capabilities, like including research, including goal planning.
So this is for the distributors.
This is going to be for our distribution partners. So in some sense, we believe that why should we be going to our partners and only talking about a product, a strategy, right? And that's more like what we want from them.
Yeah.
Right.
So would this tool restrict only AlphaGrep?
No.
It'll go across.
This will be across.
Okay.
This will be across. This has. This is in some sense the way I look at it is today an MFD, what they want to do is enhance the way they do their business, right? Because the fact is that there are many other platforms which have come in which are using a lot of technology. Right, and which is why they are able to give a very different experience to their clients. Which, considering the fact that a lot of these MFDs are individuals or a shop which has a limited number of people, they don't have that access to the technology. They don't have access to, let's say, the capability of recruiting, let's say, an IT professional to build some of this out for them, right? Which means that they largely rely on some of the off-the-shelf solutions in the market. So what we are trying to do is that, considering some of this come naturally to us, why not kind of use that, build something out where we can enhance an MFD's business and help them in some sense bridge the gap between them and let's say some of the technology enabled platforms in the street.
Got it.
Right.
Yeah. Got it. So coming to the question, what investor trends do you think will define the next phase of growth?
So I think from a trend perspective, the way I see it, what we are expecting is a couple of things. One is you are going to get this younger population, right? Now looking at mutual funds and looking at this area to start investing in.
Gen Zs.
The Gen Zs. Because whichever way I look at it, I don't think there is a better platform for any investor segment to kind of start their journey in terms of investing or savings.
Exactly. Right? It's so simple, straightforward,
no
complication.
Exactly. And I think technology will only make some of these things simpler. Right? So today, let's say technology has made buying or selling funds easy. I think technology will also evolve to a certain extent where risk profiling, asset allocation, let's say goal-based investing, all of that will become much easier from what you see today. So if that's going to happen, a lot of investors who the Gen Z who probably want to use technology, make investments, may not want to meet somebody and decide on investing, right? So I think that set of the segment is going to be driving the next set of growth there. And I think the other thing which will also happen is, which is again thanks to technology, I think access to, again, the mutual fund products in the tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 locations in the country, I think that's going to also go up. And that's again being enabled by technology.
We're actually seeing that. If you look at the numbers, those are the trends.
Right. Obviously, you guys have that data.
So
what you see, nobody else is seeing that. So if you're seeing that trend, I think that trend is only going to go up from here. Because back in the day, mutual funds to a large extent was only a product for, let's say,
the metros.
Exactly. Which I think is changing in a way. Which is for the
good.
good.
Sahi hai campaign,
Yes.
Exactly. So now coming to the last question, right? So you spoke about the investor experience, right? So How do you see the investor journey evolving, specifically in terms of simplicity, accessibility, and the overall experience for an investor in this space?
So I think a lot of people are now creating platforms where people are making a lot of these journeys much easier and simpler. In a sense, earlier you could, let's say, only get performance. Now, along with performance, you're getting a lot of other metrics. Right?
Yeah.
Like, for example, you're getting a lot of ratios. You are not just getting, let's say, a return matrix, but you're getting risk-adjusted matrix available out there.
Yeah.
So I think people are getting, a much holistic way of looking at things rather than just looking at things in a single isolated way, which is, let's say, just based on performance or only sorting it based on, let's say, 1 year or a 3 year performance.
ROI.
Right?
Yeah.
That is happening.
Yeah.
I think the other thing which is also happening, which is more product oriented, is things like multi-asset funds. Right? I don't think we spoke about multi-asset funds 5 years back, but look at what has happened to that category.
Yeah.
And to my mind, I think for any investor who is entering the industry, I don't think there's a better product solution for them because it gives you the maximum diversification.
Yeah.
Right? Done it right. And it can give you a much smoother journey in terms of the investment ride, considering you have the maximum diversification because you're diversifying across asset classes.
Yeah.
Right? And if you can get a product like that, then your reliance on, let's say, a single asset class like equity or fixed income goes down drastically.
Yeah, got it.
Right? So I think some of these solutions, and because these solutions are coming in as products and the awareness is getting created using technology, I think that combination is lethal in some sense.
Got it. So thanks a lot, Bhautik, for sharing your perspective.
Thank you, Rahul.
So it was great, insightful discussion, and that's a wrap on this episode of MF Insight. Stay tuned for the next episode.